Hey, I just want to come on here and say it is very important that we seek God first and let him be our first line of communication, our first line of instruction, our first line of direction. While God do use people to prophesy, to speak over our life, to encourage us, God shall always be the first number one source, the first line of communication, and anything extra added is the cherry on top. But God should be your first line of communication. You should be seeking God first in his word. And then, with the help of the Holy Spirit will be leading you to confirmation of what God had already spoke to you and through his word. And then he will then use people as confirmations of certain things. But do not let people be your first line of communication. Do not allow man to be your middleman to get to the Holy Spirit. Do not allow man to be that middleman in between you and God. Seek the Lord for yourself. Get into your word. It's very important that you get into your word, because when you get into your word, people can't come on this platform and just tell you anything. They can't just they can't sprinkle it with a little sugar, you know what I mean, and tickle your ears. They got to be coming out of this word. It is very important. And I say that about anybody that you listen to. I say that about me. We prophesy in part and we know in part. Our first line of communication should be the Father. It shall always be the Father, okay? So please, if you have been going to YouTube or any other platforms and you're letting that be your first line of communication, or you letting man be your first line of direction, and that's where you're taking your advice from first before you seeking the Lord, please refocus that energy back to the Lord. Okay? I'm not saying that it's a bad thing for you to be on here. Again, God uses his children. He uses people. But we should first be reverencing him, seeking him, going to him. And then, with the help of the Holy Spirit, we're going to run into those confirmations about what God already spoke, okay? I want you to be blessed. And I want you to grow in knowledge. Grow in the knowledge of God. You know, it's one thing to say that you are a child of God, but it's another thing to be walking with your Father. To be walking with your Father. You know what I mean? To be walking out that favor that he put on you, okay? So, yes, I just want you equipped. I want you equipped. I want you to know the word. I want it to be written on your heart. I want you to really walk that thing out. And Second Peter, no, it's 1 Peter 2:9. For we are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, okay? Walk that thing out. And you do it by first thinking God, okay? I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Be blessed.